assuming, of course, between Preston and Peter Prinsloo, one of them is going to be playing all the way from Mauritius. Interesting to see, Kebby, that the Cape Town Tigers have gone big ball, assuming, of course, between Preston and Peter Prinsloo, one of them is going to be playing at the 3, a position that we might not know that they are accustomed to.
Yeah, and Preston is a good shooter, so he's a big that can shoot.
Yeah, both of them actually.
Yeah, in fact, it's a good lineup. Personally, I think going big is better, but in the NBA, they keep talking about small ball, right?
Right, that's right. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. My name is Lebesa Slepe, and of course I'm not alone. With me is Kebby.
Yeah, Kebby Mahongwa, man. You know, we've been doing this thing a long time. I've watched you play. I've played with you. I've played against you. And right now we get to sit side by side and calling this game.
It's going to be a privilege. The Warriors inbound, dump the ball into the post early on.
Oh.
Chris Prinsloo comes out with the loose ball. It's going to be Cape Town Tigers ball. Not the start you would have wanted, Kebby.
Well, I mean, we're supposed to try and not be biased, but you know, we're in South Africa and the Cape Town Tigers are playing, so it's a pretty good start for me. To be honest,
Tigers, to no surprise, go early into the low block as well. Chris Gabriel goes to work. Oh, the right-hand hook shot looks too easy.
Yeah.
They're going to have that mismatch all day, Kevin.
All day, and that's exactly what he's supposed to do. I mean, this guy is a big boy. You don't know how big he is until you've stood next to him. He's huge.
6'10". There you go. Up in the fast break. Jared finishes right at the hoop. 4-0 to the Cape Town Tigers. Easy start for them.
I love the way they're so hyped up, man. I mean, you can see the fire in the guys. They really want to get out of this, the unbeaten team.
That's right. And as patriotic as we are, Kebby, we want to see a good ball game right here. As we see the Warriors point guard getting into the lane, doesn't make good in that play.
Look,
Jared in the open floor, basket good and one. Cape Town Tigers off to a firecracker, Kevin.
Man, I am loving this, and in fact, it's really the first time I'm watching them live. The last time they were playing against you, man, I was in Cape Town, and they were up in Joburg, and I watched the game where you guys were up, and I was thinking, could this be it? I mean, you were firing up at that time. I mean, you were at top of your game.
You know what, Kebby, you know, I cannot hate on the Cape Town Tigers. They came out there well prepared. And at the end of the day, when an amateur team plays against a professional team, there will be a difference. You know, I think we gave them caliber, we gave them a challenge, we took them to overtime. But at the end of the day, the basketball gods favored the team that was better prepared.
But tell me, who was not playing the time they were playing against you? Because I'm looking at it, and
Preston wasn't there. He hasn't been signed, and Jared also wasn't playing. I don't know if it was an irregularity or he had an injury, but he didn't feature. But most of the guys were there, and you know, it was a tough game. Yeah.
But you can already see Preston's presence in this game. That means you know, he was a good addition.
Oh no, definitely, man. Yeah. You can't buy 6'11", eh? Well, you can if you have the money, but you can't teach it.
Especially when the 6'11" come with skill. Yeah. It becomes a totally different ball game.
Yeah, and I mean for the Warriors of Mauritius, for them it's going to be a little bit of a hack adjusting into this game, because they playing against long guys. They play in those island countries against Madagascar, Seychelles. They don't have the 6'10", 6'11" figures that we're boasting right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust.
And the sad thing is, we don't even know. We haven't watched the guys. We don't know what to expect. It's literally my first time watching these guys live, and I suppose even not live. You know, it's not like I could tell you this guy's probably going to fire up at some point during the game, and
Ryan takes it to the rack.
That's right.
Yeah, Ryan takes it to the rack. Ryan takes it to the rack for the second time, Kevin, and it's going to be interesting to see if that's something that they want to employ as a strategy.
Yeah, you won't be able to win that matchup. He's just way too small.
Yeah. Scores should be 9-0 in favor of Cape Town Tigers. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the game is a little too fast for the table officials.
Yeah. Gotta keep up. They dump the ball into the low block again. Turnaround jumper. Overcooked it a little bit, and Cape Town Tigers outrunning with Ben Uzo gliding to the hoop. And they missed their first bucket of the game, but they get the rebound. Ben Uzo saves it from going out of bounds, kicks it up to Preston at the top. They got 10 seconds to shoot the clock. Warriors in a man-on-man defense. Jared goes to the rack again.
Man.
Second N1 play.
Man.
I mean, he started red hot. He's got He's got 7 points, if I'm not mistaken, in just under over 2 minutes of play.
Look, the guys have been hungry for this, man. I mean, you look at the body language; they literally are ready. But one player to talk about, man, you know, Ben Uzo. I love the way he's so chill on the court, and the way, you know, his game is so relaxed. He's in control of the game, and you'll see. I always say, for a team to win, you gotta have a good center, a good shooting guard, and a good point guard.
That's
and
right.
That's exactly what this.
I mean, he's just so composed. I played against him. I guarded him. I watched my teammates guard him. I watched him play against other teams. There's no panic in him. Even when we were up 15, they came back into the game because of him. And then we go Warriors, snuck back door. Pretty pass. Pretty pass.
Maybe he was a bit too relaxed. We talk about how relaxed he is, and he let the man get the ball and get his first bucket.
Almost had his pocket pick there. Takes it to the rack, kicks it up to Peter Prinsloo at the top. Pump fake, one dribble, finds Jared, who's been red hot. He gets into the key. Finds Ben Uzo, kicks it out. Refs calls.
No.
Foul under the hoop.
All right. Oh, they say he was holding.
Red number. The possession will remain with Cape Town Tigers, and they'll have 14. They'll have 14 seconds to shoot. It's going to be interesting to see what play they run here.
Okay.
They run a big ball, dumping to Preston in the low block, who's got a height and a weight mismatch. Doesn't finish though. Chris Gabriel misses on the offensive rebound, and he loses the ball. Possession to the Warriors.
Man, talk to them about some of the ex-NBA players we have. You know, we're watching, you know, royalty of basketball right here, man, in South Africa. I've never, ever in my life thought one day I'll be able to come and watch people who used to play in the NBA.
Yeah, no, that's true. And you know, there's just a different caliber that they bring to the table. As Chris Gabriel almost gets a steal there. As I was saying, Kevin, they just bring a different dynamic because they've been to that level. When the chips are down, it's easy for them to dig deep and show their caliber. You know, and we'll be looking forward to see if the Warriors can come back into this game and push the Cape Town Tigers to go to that level, where it will be brilliant for the people watching at home to see that these guys can step it up. Dribble a handoff to Jared, who pulls up for three. Looks good, money. Jared Harrington has not missed a shot today, ladies and gentlemen.
100%. This is the level of basketball that these guys play wherever they're from. 100%.
Warriors, yeah, a little bit of air. I don't know, Kevin. We may have to close the door on that one. It's getting a little chilly in here. The ball's moving all over on the one side of the floor.
Yeah, man, this is just a one-sided game here, man. You can see Tigers are not missing anything, and this is what we talk about when we talk professional basketball. And another one again, with a little bit of...
I guess Jared is human after all. Threads the needle, 1-2.
Oh, no.
Peter Prinsloo showed off some hops there, but that was not in the rules of the game, as a goaltender scores is 15-4 in favor of Cape Town Tigers.
I've seen LeBron does that. They call it the LeBron chase down. And I don't
you gotta get it clean though. Oh no! Chris Gabriel walks back on defense. The older brother of Stephen Gabriel. Shout out to him. You know, the Cape Town Mountaineers power forward and captain. Gets a little overzealous over there, Chris Gabriel, on the defense. He's feeling himself heavy.
Man, he's feeling himself, and I don't know what he's doing there, but I suppose this is, you know, a game of big boys. He can play wherever. I would have expected him to be down low a little bit, but he's really, really excited about this game, wanting to play man-on-man all the way to the top.
Yeah. I mean, even in terms of execution, we've seen the Cape Town Tigers run some set plays, and with Warriors, it's been catch and shoot, but you understand why, if they can do that.
And why not? If they have it in them, they gotta do it. Otherwise, you know, all the shots that you miss are the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
Look at him now.
Exactly.
Anybody would have thought it's a shot he shouldn't have taken, but he did and made it.
He made it in the face of Peter Prinsloo over there. Ben Uzo has a look. Kicks it to Chris Gabriel, who can't make good. He saves it. Peter Prinsloo near halfway line gets away with the travel. Oh no, stepped out of bounds. It's gonna. If you're the Warriors, I mean, you just hit a three, and you only down 10 points. Checking into the game now is Evans all the way from Cape Verde. He just had a great tournament with Cape Verde at AfroBasket. Cannot convert on that three. Pushes it a bit too much.
Yeah, I believe he played in Paris for Paris basketball.
Yeah.
Well, in the Paris basketball, I'm not too sure what the name of the team was, but I'd like to think that he'll bring real good experience here.
Yeah, he's been around the world.
They call it Paris Basketball Club. That's what it's called. And Ben Uzo takes it up, and you can see the strength in that man.
He just sticks with it, you know. He doesn't give up on the play, misses the layup, stays with it. Gotta love it.
Just to mention, he's another ex-NBA player, man, you know. We're watching some basketball royalty in South Africa, man.
Not only is he an ex-NBA player, Cabby, he also has a triple-double in the NBA. That's something. You can't get a triple-double playing anyway. You got it in the NBA. It's a tough thing to achieve.
And look at us. We're watching it right here in front of us, man. This right here, you know, I talk to a lot of people, and they talk about, Cape Town Tigers, Cape Town Tigers, that. This is beautiful for basketball in South Africa.
Yeah.
Leave the politics aside, enjoy what's in front of you, enjoy the game and what it is that they're bringing to South Africa.
100%.
All in all.
Preston's going to have a goal from 3-point. Doesn't get off the ground, but he doesn't need to because he can find the bottom of the net. 27 to the Cape Town Tigers, who have inserted their dominance on this game.
Wow. For a second there, I thought you said it's 27. But you could believe it the way they've been shooting.
100%.
Oh, my God.
Finds an open shooter. He can't handle the ball. The Warriors are going to call a sub, and we see Michi Charles checking into the game. They're gonna need some stops, Cabby. There's no other way.
If we are to have a game, they're gonna need some stops, and they're gonna have to finish on the other side. I mean, they're also hasty with the ball. I mean, they're quick to shoot. They don't move the ball around as well as I saw some of the players in the Mozambican club play.
Yeah. As we saw, Cape Town Tigers ran a set for Peter Prinsloo under the hoop.
Nice pass.
Who couldn't convert there. Sweeps baseline, attacks, goes up and under. Knocked out of bounds by Miguel Ferrao. Interesting to see, Cabby, that now the Cape Town Tigers have gone small ball as Tlongi now checks in for Ben Uzo. And Miguel Ferrao is playing at the 4.
Man,
so now we got Prinsloo at the 5.
Yeah, they're going small ball, but I love the substitution. My boy Tlongi, man, he's been wanting this opportunity for a long time, and I'm glad that he's getting the chance to go and play. He was injured, but he's looking good right now, and I'm hoping that he continues.
I've known Tlongi for a very long time. He wasn't going to sit out. He'd take cutter flame if he had to. As we see, he does that quite well. Gets down the floor faster than anybody. Kicks it out to Miguel Ferrao for 3. Hits bottom net. 3 points, 1 assist. 3 points to Miguel Ferrao, 1 assist to Tlongi Tolo.
Wow. And what I was having a chat with Tlongi.
Jared, it's showtime. It's showtime. Give us something nice. Oh, we lost a step on that one.
Lost a step on that one.
Timeout called by Roche-Bois Warriors Club of Mauritius, and you know they need to do a lot of talking. You know they got to stop the bleeding, Cabby.
Man, I tell you, and this is what I haven't seen for a very long time, where there is a substitution, and the substitution just steps up the game. A lot of the time, you know, you got your first 5. They go in there and they set the tone. And by the time you get some
that's what it's called. And Ben Uzo takes it up.
The game is kind of like slowed down.
And you can see the strength in that man.
The game just stepped up, and I really am looking forward to seeing them play in the Mozambican team.
Preston's going to have a goal from 3-point. Doesn't get off the ground, but he doesn't need to because he can find the ball. But we don't want to write baseline attacks, goes up and under. It's still early. Knocked out. He does that quite well. Gets down the floor faster than anybody. Kicks it out to Miguel Ferrao for 3. Hits bottom net. I'm an optimist, Cabby, as you can hear, so I don't want to write off anyone.
That's what it's called. And Ben Uzo takes it up.
Absolutely, and look,
and you can see
that's also congratulate the team that has put this thing together. I mean, to South Africa, Gareth and his team. I saw
Preston's going to have a goal from 3-point. Doesn't get off the ground.
Making this thing happen. I mean, how beautiful is this? The scoreboard. The first time I see a scoreboard like this in any arena outside of the main arenas that we all know.
There's a lot of detail there.
A lot of detail. I don't know if I can see that far. I'm getting too old for that. But the bottom line is it makes the whole thing look beautiful. Imagine if this place was packed.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get that as the weekend goes by.
I don't think people are allowed to come.
Pull up for 3. Warriors hit a 3. The Warriors don't have a problem shooting the ball, KB. They just need to execute better and maybe just settle into the game.
But you're not going to play like that. You're not going to play like that the entire game as Tlongi loses, you know, it turns over the ball. I think he also needs to let go of the jitters a little.
Yeah, it happens. It's only natural. Penetration. 1-2 dribble, kicks it out. Pump fake, he's in the lane. Kicks it back out. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, gives it away to Tlongi, who controls. Oh, crossover at the midway. He's analyzing the floor, gives it to Miguel Ferrao, who's red hot, even shoots the three. And he doesn't make good, but Peter Prinsloo is there with space and time, but doesn't convert. Warriors control the ball. Howard Alexandre, he's got the ball at the top. He gives it back to Charles. In, out, penetrate. Had Peter stuck in the mud. That was a smooth move by Howard Alexandre.
We can't hear what he's saying.
Tolo brings it up. Loses the handle, but recovers. Kicks it up to Peter Prinsloo, who finds Evans at the top, who penetrates. Oh! The baseline flash! It's a jam! It's a jam!
Oh, Paris basketball up in the building. We did say we got international players, royalty brought right in front of us. Love it.
Evans really took it hard there. As the Warriors bring it up, they run a pick and roll action. Miguel Ferrao hashes.
Another one.
And they back out on the open floor. It's a showtime. Oh, it's just a finger roll. He doesn't make good on that as the Warriors control, but give it back to Tolo, who penetrates. What signals the alley hoop. Ben Mayberg, he's been shooting the ball quite well. Finds front rim. Warriors with the rebound again. Evans finds Peter Prinsloo in the corner. He lets it fly, doesn't make good. Finally, the Warriors control the ball. And they push it down the floor slowly.
Man, they had a few good looks. They had a few good looks, and I must admit, those are the ones that I thought they were going to go down, especially if you missed the first one.
Yeah.
End up with a nice little turnover there. Wow.
Krochi with the in-out dribble. He finds Evans in the open floor, who jabs. Pulls up for three in transition. Doesn't make good on that.
He thought he was going in. He was already running back.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a yellow bone thing, huh? You know?
Light
Curry
skin.
does that.
Light skin dudes. Can he play defense though? Gets crossover in the lane. Doesn't make good on the layup. That was a good take right there. Krochi brings it up.
Hey.
Crossover. Had him stuck in the mud. Spins. Got a little too comfortable with it over there.
Yeah, once you go inside there, you got to take it up.
You gotta go finish.
You pass it up to the top, you might end up being
Jean-Louis goes reverse, high off the backboard. Gotta love that. Nice finish by Jean-Louis.
So the score right now is 27-14, and we got 8 seconds to go. Oh, he could have gone.
They got the weave, but they had a lot of time to dribble the ball down the floor. But now interesting that they've given the ball to Cape Town Tigers with 2 seconds to shoot. What are they going to do? Peter Prinsloo, one dribble, and he's going to go for the half-court heave. Oh, doesn't make good. That's 27-14 in favor of Cape Town Tigers, Kevy. I mean, that's a lot of soul searching that the Warriors are going to have to do if they're going to slow down the Cape Town Tigers, who look poised to knock down 100 points in this opener.
They say the game is not over until it's over.
That's
you know,
right.
In basketball, we've seen some really, really big leads being overcome right at the end, at the buzzer. So I'm hoping that's the kind of game we're going to have. But at the same time, you know, being patriotic, I'd like to see this continue the way it is. But I think at the end of the day, you know, Mauritius, it really, really have to really dig deep, like you said.
Kevy, with all due respect, for these next 3 quarters, you and I are not South African.
Okay.
We're from an island. And even in terms of execution, we've seen the Cape Town Tigers run some set plays. And with Warriors, it's been catch and shoot.
I get you, my brother. You know what? At the end of the day, you know.
Paris Basketball Club, that's what it's called. And Ben Uzo takes it up, and you can see the strength in that man.
It's really hard. I feel
South Africa,
100%.
All in all.
Preston's going to have a goal from 3-point. Doesn't get off the ground, but he doesn't need to because he can find the ball.
The best team will win, whether we call it one way or the other.
Sweeps baseline, attacks, goes up and under.
Oh, man.
Knocked out. He does that quite well. Gets down the floor faster than anybody. Kicks it out to Miguel Ferrao for 3. Hits bottom net.
And what I was having a chat with Soke.
Jared, it's showtime. It's showtime. Give him something nice. Oh, we got step on that one.
16
rebounds for the Cape Town Tigers. Charles. Only 6 by the Warriors. In out, penetrate. They're going to have to do
Had
something
Peter
better
stuck in
with
the
that.
mud.
That was a smooth.
That's
No,
a bit too much for the
recovers.
Warriors. So they take care of
Kicks
the
it up
ball
to
and
Peter
they secure
Prinsloo.
board. We can only
Who finds
assume
Evans
that
at
they'll
the
get back
top.
into the
Who
game.
penetrates. The baseline.
Once you go inside there, you got to take it up.
Got your
Otherwise,
finish.
that you could see that the Tigers are
You
doing
pass
right,
it up
but,
to the top,
you might end up being.
Jean-Louis
will have to
goes
step up.
reverse.
But you know, first quarter, you know, you don't count anything based on the first quarter.
Yeah.
People and generally players get the feel of the game from second quarter, third quarter.
Especially third quarter.
Especially third quarter. So this means nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, 27-14 is not a big lead.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see them come back and have a really, really good game to showcase for this B.A.L qualifiers.
They're 10 rebounds away from getting back into the game, basically.
Just 10 rebounds away. And yeah, man, I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah.
13-point difference, like that's like how many? Are they shooting threes very well?
Exactly.
That's about, what, 4 3-pointers in the back at this.
3-pointers and you're back in the game. Dribble handoff between Evans and Miguel Ferrao. Eggins gets into the key, pump fake by Preston. He settles for the mid-range, doesn't make good, hits front iron. The Warriors will be encouraged by that stop to start the game.
You know, if you're watching this on TV, you might think that some of these guys are not so big, but yes, Preston is a huge man.
Nah, he's huge.
He's a tall man. And for a person like that to be shooting like he is, it's going to be very difficult to block those shots.
Because it opens up the game for him. He can hit you from 3, he can hit you from mid-range, and he can finish at the rack. As Tochi goes into the horn sets, he loves this play because he can do that, penetrate and kick for the shooters. Ben Mayberg 0 for 2 in this game.
They're getting the defensive rebounds, which is a good thing. From the game that I watched earlier on, the Magic were struggling with their rebounds.
They're going to get a lot of rebounds with this 5 that the Cape Town Tigers have, and I'll tell you why. There is no center in the ball game.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice flash by
This is the rhythm right here.
Air Parrots / Air Cape Verde out here.
Oh my God, I love this game. I tell you, man. You watch this and you are thinking, you know, I've watched so many games in South Africa and I've never really seen the slam dunks like that, and you come out here and slam dunks are like, you know,
left, right, and
Uber
center.
away.
Tochi for the mid-range. Hits front rim. The second unit has found some tough going for the Cape Town Tigers. Pump fake. Step back jump shot by Preston.
Oh,
hits bottom
smooth.
net. So smooth.
Smooth.
Too easy.
Smooth.
Too easy. Too easy.
Man.
Standing at 6'11" and you can put the ball on the floor like that. Gotta love it.
You know, I look at him, he reminds me of Kevin Durant. I mean, he's kind of like the same height as Kevin Durant.
No,
with
the reply. Stephen Madolan. He loved that look there. So he leaves the ball behind. Finds Benjamin Mayberg. Comes off the low post flare from Miguel Ferrao. Evans gets the ball. He sizes up. The middle is open. He pulls up from mid-range. Good defense right there by Clyde Owen. Preston going to work. Can't make good.
Exactly what we were talking about. He can shoot from the outside now. They know that he can shoot, so they're trying to, you know, close him up. And as soon as you do that, the man can bounce the ball all the way to the rack, and then he gets fouled.
Howard Alexander checks into the game for Michi Charles. Ref called the sideline out of bounds. It's going to be interesting to see how the Cape Town Tigers execute on this one. Evans, with space and time, and hits the bottom of the net. It's too easy. It's too easy. The Warriors are going to have to consider going into a zone or something because the man-on-man might not be working for them.
But zone, isn't it zone? You know, if you go for zone, you're trying to stop people from shooting the way they're shooting. Because all you have to do is move the ball around and you'll still get those shots.
And also, Kirby, what the zone does is it tests the Cape Town Tigers to see if they only have... Ooh!
I think that was a little foul, but it's all right.
Evans flying high, but hitting the back of the rim. Warriors control the ball, and the turnover situation is going to be hard for them. Ben Uzo and Jared Harrington checking to the ball game for Ben Mayberg and Tlochitolo. You know, you can say right now that the Cape Town Tigers might be going for the jugular nice and early.
Yeah, but I like the fact that, you know, they're trying to get everybody to feel the ball, feel the game,
yeah.
Kind of like get the blood flowing. And so far,
Evans has been red hot, doesn't make conversion on that. No, you were saying, Kebby, that those rotations are a good way for them because you never know who you're going to need later on in the week.
That's right. A lot of the coaches will play their first 5 pretty much until they see whether they've won or lost. But here, it's really trying to make sure that everybody touches the ball.
Oh, pretty pass right there under the hoop, and great finish right there by Stephen Meleton. Madeline. Stephen Madeline. Jared Harrington has a look, kicks it to Ben Uzo, who cross over, finds Miguel Ferral wide open in the corner, rims in and comes back out. Sneaking out is Jean-Louis, and he takes it to the rack. He's been a burst of excitement for this Warriors team. But you know, they scoring, they just need to get stops.
They need to get stops, and you know, the way you look at this game and you're thinking, can they come back? And the answer is yes, they can come back unless they stop that man. They can come back, they have to work around stopping that man and the other one. Because I'm telling you, man, I mean, like, everybody who touches the ball is a threat.
So in a zone, you're also in a better position to help. Because
Right.
you're not guarding men. You're not going to be stuck in the corner trying to close out on a shooter. So Evans under the hoop, basket good and one. That's a set play that we've seen the Cape Town Tigers run, where they're just exploiting the height mismatch.
So what do you think this does to basketball in South Africa, Slap? I mean, you are an active player at the highest level. What is your view?
We have a team that can go all the way, you know, and they've got the funding, they've got the backing, they've got the players to go all the way. And having a South African team as one of the 12 teams in Basketball Africa League will be a dream come true. I say that as a Josie Nuggets basketball player who had that dream 2 years ago. But I mean, you know, we can't compare to Cape Town Tigers when it comes to funding. So they're in a way better positioning, way better position than us to go all the way. And you know, we can only hope that they do it.
That, as you're saying that, Ben Uzo showing his skill, getting an N1, and once again, the Cape Town Tigers looking good, 37-20, 17 points up. Yes, the Warriors are really trying to stay in this game, but every substitution, every set play that these guys are playing, they look prepared.
No, they're well chiseled. They know what they're here for. I mean, this is just another stepping stone for them and their vision.
So
Ben Uzo converts the traditional three-point play.
That's right. I had a chat with Toki, and Toki was just telling me that, you know, for him to be the sub for Ben, somebody who has played at all levels, I mean, the national team for Nigeria in the NBA, that for me is saying that, you know, the young boys who are playing here now, who are South African, can only learn from these guys.
Yeah.
As you can see, the D. And slam dunk. Right off the bat, as I talk about him, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we have to look out to. If we can compete at this level, imagine 8 clubs or 12 clubs in South Africa at this level.
Exactly.
Basketball will just be amazing.
Oh, no, definitely. That's what we need, you know. And showtime.
Ah, that was so easy, baby.
They're having fun right now. It looks like an exhibition game, you know. They're just dunking, getting steals. Yeah, no, it's going. I don't know. I don't want to call it early, but it might just be a lopsided game through and through, you know. Kevin, it might be an opportunity for us.
I'm trying to be neutral, so I'm not even going to say anything since you told me I should be neutral.
You know, I mean, down 24 points in the first half with 5 minutes left in the half. We haven't seen everything from the Warriors, but it's going to take a lot. Whatever's going to be required of them, we haven't seen yet.
And this is what I'm saying even about basketball in South Africa, and I suppose all of Africa. If you're getting paid to do a job, you become a professional.
Yeah.
If you are in an administration and there's no job, it's not your job. That means you're giving you 5%. That means you're going to get 5% back in terms of your production. So I'm saying until everything is professional in South Africa, we'll be right here.
Yeah.
This is professional as it comes.
Wide open shot by Warriors, as you were saying, Kebby, that Kevin Durant-esque set of skills by Evans. Harrington gets to the key. That would look pretty. Got around the defender and the helper right there.
That's a lucky one.
The bounce of the ball favors the Warriors on that possession as they get the ball, as they get the easy layup under the hoop.
Yeah, in basketball slang, they call it the Hail Mary.
Chris Gabriel cannot convert. Harrington right there for the loose ball. He makes good.
So it's fair, right? Bounce of the ball this side, bounce of the ball the other side.
Warriors felt like that was a goal 10 on the block attempt by Peter Prinsloo. I feel they have a case, but you know, we're not here to fight the refs. Peter Prinsloo gets it, kicks it to Evan, who attacks baseline, goes up and under, reverse. And just like that, half century's up for the Cape Town Tigers, and there's still 3 minutes to go in this game.
All right, the score is 48-24. They've pretty much doubled up the Warriors score. So, it's now 50 actually.
It's 50.
Oh my goodness.
Half century. And you know, Gabby, what I want to say is the Cape Town Tigers play against Josie Nuggets, and this might sound biased from me, but the scoreline wasn't as lopsided as this. Maybe in the road to B.A.L competition, they might look at taking champions and runners up from different countries, because the Josie Nuggets have a case that they would have had a better game against the Warriors than what the Warriors are putting up right now.
True.
Yeah. You know, it's just something, I mean, this is early days of the road to B.A.L, but it's something that can be ventured into to see that how do we make the competition stronger.
And here's the thing, right? So you guys were up 15 at the
halftime. Yeah.
At the half. And you went overtime against the Warriors. I mean, the Cape Town Tigers, right?
Yeah.
And you make a very good point that if you were also playing here, we'll probably have more teams to fill each other out. And who knows, you probably would have been the top 2 teams to go through to the next round.
100%. But it is what it is. So we got to deal with reality for now.
For now, we deal with reality, but it's a good suggestion. Who knows? I know some of the guys at the bar myself. I might just, whisper a little word there.
Put in a good word, Kevin. Put in a good word. Preston backing down. Interesting to see that there's 4 shot clocks that are all showing different times. So shot clock violation it is, as the official rightfully calls. And the Cape Town Tigers might want to argue, but when you're up 30, you can let that one go.
When you're up 30, it don't matter, man. Even the coaches are so relaxed. They're not even trying to argue too much.
Yeah.
You can see they're just watching the game, hoping that, they're just going to come out triumphant.
And from a coaching perspective, Kebi, if I'm Cape Town Tigers, I'm not showing my cards too much, because you got Matera Magic in the stands, you got Matera Magic in the stands, you got Ferreira Vieira de Beira in the stands. You don't want to show your plays right now when you're up 30, start executing everything, because you've had ample time to prepare. Right now, hide your secret,
Yeah, but there isn't much to hide, because if you look at it, I mean, a lot of it hasn't been set plays. It's really been steals and fast breaks. So I don't think even Ferreira is up there watching. They really can pick any kind of, okay, this is what we're going to do with the guys, other than do not lose the ball or do not turn over the ball. Other than that, I'm yet to see the real set plays by the Tigers, because we can see the Warriors are really having a tough time doing any of the plays. They're literally just getting themselves on the board by some chance, not any other set plays.
Yeah. And I mean, for the Warriors, this can be a learning experience for them to see this is where the level of the road to B.A.L is. This is how hard we have to work. Are we trying to get funding from our government so that we too can attract former NBA players to come through and play for our teams? Because, I don't know what the makeup of their team is, but if it's just purely local-based players, maybe that's not enough to compete at this level.
That can never be enough. It can never be enough. And in fact, forget a government trying to put money into a club. It's just going to have to be billionaires interested in basketball and putting money behind the club.
Yeah.
Maybe even millionaires. Maybe billionaires is just pushing it.
Yeah, no, you know what? If it's billions are more than millions, so take it as it comes.
But there aren't so many other billionaires around.
Oh, unlucky there on that three-pointer. Jean Cedric.
It's a little good recovery on the D. I can see the guys are really pumped up. They've put in number 11, who's probably the shortest guy, Jean-Phil Alexander Wong Moi Sang.
Whoa.
I said it right first time, baby.
You had to catch your breath. You had to catch your breath for that one.
And he's coming with a Speedy Gonzalez type energy, man.
Chris Gabriel pulled up for 3 there, and Ben Uzo didn't like that shot because he had what's his name, Kevi?
He had Jean-Phil Alexandra Wong Bing Sang.
He had him in the low block, and Ben Uzo liked that little mismatch over there, but he didn't get the ball, so he didn't like the fact that Peter Prinsloo pulled up from range.
And it's our duty to say the whole name.
Peter Prinsloo too zealous right there on his cover of Jacques Carey Dane, La Confidence.
Oh, we're gonna learn French. We're gonna learn Portuguese, and at some point, if we go anywhere further up, we're gonna have to learn Arabic.
Okay.
Because this is what Africa's about. It's a whole mixture of a lot of cultures.
Call my name, Kebby. I'll be there.
Look at him.
Jean-Phil, he gets into the lane.
I see.
Shot clock violation, it's not going to count. Foul called in the open floor on Jean-Phil.
In basketball, there's no advantage. So if it's a foul, it's a foul, whether or not you are going to score. You stop the game, and you take it from the sidelines.
I would have called advantage if I was officiating this game because it's a 30-point game and we're about to see some highlights.
That's why you're here, right here next to me. You are not worthy because you follow the rules or you don't. And
do not give me a whistle.
Do not give this man a whistle. Otherwise, he'll be looking for highlights more than we, trying to make sure that the game goes according to the basketball rules.
I'm too much of a fan to officiate, Kebby. I agree with you.
But yeah, a little highlight would have gone a long way.
I mean, we live on FIBA YouTube channel. We need some highlights. When they built that highlight package of day one of the B.A.L qualifiers in Group F, they need content. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you there, brother. I'm with you there.
Jean-Louis, sidestep 3, looks good, hits back rim, shot no good.
There goes.
Rebound again.
Might just be a highlight. And a little foul.
Oh, ball came off the thigh. Officiating, Kebby, officiating. They said it was all ball and it came off Jared Harrington, so it's Warriors ball.
It was a good call. I couldn't see that thigh, but normally that's the kind of stuff that you would see guys do when they're trailing you on the defensive end.
Hey! We call that an ice cream. Just yokes around the hoop and just doesn't find bottom net. Chris Gabriel off the pity.
They call it Paris Basketball Club. That's what it's called. And Ben Uzo takes it out.
7, 8, 9, 10. Me down, please, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're about to go.
And we're back for the second half of this Basketball African League qualifier. It's been a lopsided event, Cabby, where we've seen 3 Cape Town Tigers players get into double digits, with Evans 12 points, Jared 17 points, Chris Gabriel with 10 points. And I mean, if you're the Warriors, what are you doing to get back into this game?
Man, sometimes it's just so hard to really step up against elite players.
Yeah.
What you can see, it's very clear that the Tigers came prepared, professionally so. And what I'm seeing from the Warriors is that, you know, they came to test the waters, and they're going to go home and really think about what it is that they must do. In this game, they can do whatever they can by trying not to have too many turnovers and maybe get some defensive rebounds.
Turnovers, 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 and turnovers. They take care of the ball, they get some rebounds, they get back into the game, you know. But I think that's all the talking from us for now.
But look at the points from turnovers. Cape Town Tigers got 9, and the Warriors only got 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that
19,
on its own.
19, actually.
It's 19?
19 turnovers.
19. No,
19
I'm talking about
points
points from turnovers.
Yeah.
It says here 9 versus 2. Oh, I'm talking about. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
looking
that was
at
first quarter.
That was first quarter. Hey, these guys must start bringing the latest stats here. So this is 19 to 2. My man. Yeah, 19 to 2.
Yeah.
That on its own just tells you how lopsided this is, and it really starts with the defense for the Tigers.
Yeah. I mean, we know we're back for the second half. Let's see what adjustments the Warriors are going to make. It's back to you in studio, I guess.
There's no studio, man. We
That's
continue. We're about to go back live on the game. There's no studio just yet. In time, we'll be able to go back in studio. But right now, we go back in the game. We're ready to go as soon as Charles Foster say, let's start. Yes.
We
just gave him the third
position. We're sitting two meters away from Charles Foster right now.
The commissioner is saying, let them start, and we'll start.
Cape Town Tigers really going for blood as they start the second half with their first 5, you know.
Yeah, I think they want to make sure that, you know, everybody knows what their names are and what it is. Oh, look at that. They're going for the full court, half-court press or maybe full-court press. They're trying to see if these guys will be able to handle the pressure.
Yeah, they're trying to get to 100 in this quarter by the looks of things.
And they must, because if you're going to be dominant, everybody else who's about to play, you should come worried that you might be coming out for blood every time you play.
First look at Desiree, who kicks it out. Finds Jacques Carey, gives it back to Desiree. Jacques Carey off the backboard. Gets his own rebound. Puts it over Chris Gabriel, and you know what? It's 2-0 in the half in favor of Warriors.
Hey,
talking about moral victory.
That is something to celebrate, man, because it could easily be the only one that they score in the half.
Travel call and Chris Gabriel, and it's a start for Warriors to start the quarter. Controlling at the chop is Jean Cedric.
Oh, that is
foul
a foul.
Called. Foul called on Peter Prinsloo. Louis Jerome, he just stood there and fell backwards. I was to say, ref, did you not see that?
Yeah, I think the Tigers are trying to run a defensive play in case they need a steal. Yeah. What happens if they do a half-court press? And I think Peter was a little too far from the ball at that time.
A ball there by Jacques Carey. Cape Town Tigers look to get running. Peter Prinsloo with space and time. Doesn't convert. Chris Gabriel there. Timely rebound, puts it back up.
As those defensive rebounds, I said Warriors must try and get. And unfortunately, when the guys are big, there's nothing you can do. They jump higher than you. And look at that. And just like that, look at that. Oh, no. The pure point guard.
They're having fun. They're having fun out here.
Point guards love to give a little assist as opposed to trying to score. That's exactly what you just saw.
Warriors get into the middle, lose the handle, and again it's showtime for the Tigers. Law play Give it to Ben Uzo. They're just having fun.
Yeah,
everybody's trying to get an assist right now.
You were asking me what it is that they must do and if they want to catch up. Now you tell me, what do you think they must do to catch up?
I've never been in a position where I'm down 40 points and I get back into that ball game. There's a reason you went down 40 points, Kebby. I don't think that there's anything they can do. You know, I would love to remain optimistic, but it's been tough going for these guys, these Warriors guys, and you know, you can only hope that they're going to take home lessons. But in terms of winning this ball game, I don't think there's much they can do, honestly speaking.
I don't think it would be fair to even talk about winning. Right now, it's really just them trying to find themselves and see how they can use this as a practice game to try and just, you know, gel, and hopefully, you know, when as the tournament progresses, they can come out and with at least one win. But
yeah,
right now, the Tigers are just showing to be superior.
Yeah, far superior for that matter. Preston in a little bit of trouble over there. Triple teamed. Warriors would love that. You know, they had an NBA player trapped and he didn't have an option but to hit, to throw the ball out of bounds. It's those small moral victories, Kebby.
In fact, I expected Ben Uzo to go there and help him out so that it's an easier pass, but I think maybe Ben thought that he would just get out of that trouble himself. And there comes another dunk.
No.
Just a lay in.
Just a lay in there by Preston. They're in that 1-2-2 full court press. They're trapping. Can't see any of his teammates there.
Yeah, the guys are way too tall.
Finds Howard. Doesn't make good, and again, it's showtime. Timeout called by the Roche-Bois Warriors, and you know, they have to try and stop the bleeding somehow. You know, go through their press breakers, and you look at the body language, you know, it's not looking promising for them.
No.
Cape Town Tigers running their set plays. Chris Gabriel finds Harrington, tries to draw the foul, but the refs are not buying it. Hey, with the heave. Chris Gabriel with the heave. I mean, he thought he was passing it to a 7-footer there. He's only 6'10", he's not quite there yet. he almost saved it, you know. We needed a replay to confirm that one. Interesting to see how the Warriors are going to adjust coming out of that timeout. Because they were bleeding a lot of turnovers on that press employed by the Cape Town Tigers, who still have their starting 5 in the game. Yeah. Steven gets it, he overcooks a little bit. Peter Prinsloo in the corner with space and time. Finds Jared Harrington at the top. He puts it between his legs, runs horns, steps back in the corner, rims in and out. Warriors. It's 6 foot Infinity versus 6'3". Hands everywhere. Out in the fast break again. Off the backboard. Two-hand flash. Nice highlights. Warriors running a pick and roll action. Cape Town Tigers don't get away with it, but they throw it back. Harrington, he's going into the lane. Euro step, 1, 2. He's just gliding right now. You know, he's having any look he wants. Whatever he wants to do on the floor, he does. Cape Town Tigers in the 2-2-1 full court press. Allows the ball handler to get into the middle. Yeah. You know, even the press is like a lazy press, you know, they're just hobbling up. Jacques from the corner, he doesn't make good. Ball controlled by Cape Town Tigers again. 75-25, 50-point game. Timeout on the floor. Evans and Tlhogi checking into the ball game for Chris Gabriel and Jared Harrington, who's top scorer. Tochitolo inbounds. Cape Town Tigers in the horns in the box set. They dump it into Ben, who's in the low block. Kicks it out to Evans, who's got space and time. He's gonna shot hits bottom net, and it's 78-25 to the Cape Town Tigers, who continue to press. Press Baker by Warriors. They've got numbers. Settle for the floater, don't hit bottom net. Evans, easy layup. Peter Prinsloo can't rebound there. And the Warriors bring the ball up. Otinio pulls up for 3. Doesn't make good on that shot. And a rare turnover for the Cape Town Tigers. Jean-Louis going on Tlhogi, who gets called for a foul. It's going to be interesting to see if it's called on the floor, shooting 2. 2 shots. Jean-Louis on the free throw line for the first time in the game. He'll be looking to make 2 of the free throws so that he can get some momentum going for the weekend. Doesn't make good on the first one, just hits front rim, hits back rim, and goes back out. Splits the free throws there. Jean Kerry, Tochitolo, Cape Town Tigers in the horn set. Prinsloo tries to find Evans on the backdoor cut, but he doesn't make good.
All right, I may be back. He's checking if I'm back.
Coming off the pick at the top, but Jacques Kerry cannot make good on that offensive rebound, but he gets it back, goes behind the back, finds Jacques Louis in the corner. Hey, he makes the 3. Jacques Louis back in the scoring table.
These guys are only shooting 3s and making 3s, and by chance. And I'm wondering if this is going to be the order of the day for the rest of the game, because if you think you're going to win by the 3, you can only lose by the 3 or die by the 3.
Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. So I'm saying, I understand that maybe it's tough to go inside because these guys are really, really tall.
6 foot Infinity.
6 foot Infinity and all, but the 3s are not going to win you the game. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it really is up to the Warriors to decide how they want to die. But the death is facing them right in the face.
Yeah. Warriors pull up again. Hits front rim this time. Tochitolo, he's got options. Peter Prinsloo settles for three, looks good. Doesn't make, hits back net. And a rebound controlled there.
Oh!
But he loses it and just gives it away to Mayberg, who goes left hand. 2-2-1. 2-2-1 press.
Oh, there's a free one.
Oh, nice. Nice layup right there by Otinio Latil.
That's how you break the press. You pass the ball moves faster than the man.
100%. Elevator for Mayberg.
Oh, look at that little push.
He gets into the key. Finds Evans on the weak side. He doesn't make good. Jean-Louis on the fast break. Closed off by Ben Mayberg. Warriors control at the top through Howard, who gets into the low block but dribbles out. Pump fakes. No look pass to Jean-Louis and Otinio again.
Another
with
three.
space and time. Oh, a little air ball.
Another three.
Would have been a shot clock violation if the Warriors got that. Oh, no! Evans just
This guy.
takes it coast to coast and skies high.
Unbelievable how he can jump. I mean, with the foul, I think even if somebody tried to hang on him, he would have gone up to that person.
You know me. He's got that lean figure, but you can see by the way he moves up and down and the way he gets into the air that it's an easy take for him.
Man, you know, in my other world, in another lifetime, I think I'd like that little body, you know? You know, yellow bone body with springs in the cuff muscles. Oh man, I tell you, I'm loving this. I'd love to watch basketball like this live in my own backyard.
Yeah, I know. He converts the three-point play, and the Warriors break the press, but go into another trap right there. And a foul called on Miguel Ferrao, who remonstrates, but you know, you might want to let that one go because they are up 50-some.
I think they're practicing something, you know, like they're still going to be playing against the Mozambican team, so it's not going to be as easy, and I think this is a good time.
Another
highlight.
Whoa! He goes for the two-hand flush, and he rims, and he hangs on the rim there. It's just too easy for them right now. Another giveaway, and you know he's going to dribble it out.
Look at that
Give
pass.
it to Miguel Ferrao, who goes reverse layup with the left. They're doing everything and anything they can do. Miguel Ferrao looks a little shaken up there. He grabs agonizingly to the knee, and you know, this is when you want to see that the Cape Town Tigers are thinking smartly about what's about to transpire in the next 2 days, because you don't want to injure players, and you know, especially when you're up 54 points.
No, this is exactly that's very intelligent of you, for you to even mention that, because the staff should be saying, let's get some of the guys out, and even if we're trying to practice some things, don't do them because, you know, like at the risk of injuring your players. I mean, the road to B.A.L is still very far.
Very long.
I mean, we are on the road to B.A.L, and you can't now be injuring guys that you might need, you know, as time goes.
You know, Thabo Sithole hasn't checked into the game. Lebogang Mofokeng hasn't checked into the game. You know, it's late in the third quarter, and you know, you never know, you might need these guys as the week goes by. So.
Yeah, I think it actually makes sense. Put it up! Oh, shit.
Ooh! I think he heard you over there, Kevy. I think he heard you off the backboard.
It was Charles here saying put it up. You know, the guys are sneaking into my mic. No, I think the strategy here might be that, you know, I think the strategy here might be, let's finish the quarter. It's 45 seconds to go, and then these guys are not going to probably play the rest of the fourth quarter. I think this could just be an exclamation mark, and this might be the last of the highlights we're ever going to see if these guys are not coming back.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1. Dribble handoff with Mayberg, the shortest player on the floor right now. Oh, the lefty goes right-handed. You gotta love that, showing off that he can finish with either hand right there.
And he's a lefty, right?
He's a lefty.
Oh, they break.
Another press breaker. Cannot convert though. Cape Town Tigers gonna have 10 seconds to finish the quarter. Oh, you see,
5 seconds to go.
Foul called on Howard, you know, as Cape Town Tigers rush to get Ben Mayberg off the floor, and it's not going to be a shooting foul, might be sideline out of bounds.
This will be interesting because it's 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can actually play to the last second, and this is when you know the guys are prepared for moments like this.
Yeah.
Now imagine this. Now imagine they're calling a timeout, right? They're calling a timeout and they want to see if they can make a play in case it was a tie game and they had to get a basket.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens after the shot break.
Just drew up the play. It's going to be execution time. Backdoor pick. It's a long play. Oh, Klochi almost scored that one. A little too straight over there. Foul called on the three-point attempt, and oh no, it's not a foul called. All right. So
Yeah,
that's it.
that was
93, 33, 60-point game favor Cape Town Tigers. We threw 3 quarters, one to go.
Yeah.
One, two, three. Hey, wait. Come on, fellas. Come on. You gotta say what you're gonna say. Tackles on you. 1, 2, 3. Tackles.
Evans checking out the game for Thabo Sithole. He's gonna get some B.A.L qualifier action. And Kabi, he's played in this tournament before with the Jozi Nuggets in 2019. Really did well. He's a lot of class, a lot of caliber. Starting point guard for the South African national team.
Yeah, and he played for Jozi Nuggets also when they played against Cape Town Tigers.
Right.
And as soon as oh, with a nice little block there, the guys came really ready to fight. So I'm saying Thabo was playing for Jozi Nuggets in the qualifier to get here, and they saw how well he was playing, and the Cape Town Tigers decided to give him a contract.
A well-earned call-up for him. Ben Mayberg runs off the double pick, doesn't make good on the 3. Rebound control by Warriors. Coutinho runs into the trap, but gets called for the jump ball, and it remains with the Warriors. They find the open man. He doesn't shoot though. Tigers in the 2-3 zone defense.
Oh,
Mayberg with another steal. Would be nice to see the little man go for the dunk, but maybe not today. Maybe not today.
And you know what? A dunk and a layup is still 2 points, so it's all right.
Said like a true person that didn't dunk the ball. 3-pointer not good. Rebound controlled. And Tochitolo in the open floor where he really loves it. He doesn't make good. Ben Mayberg also doesn't make good. And it's going to be ball to the Cape Town Tigers.
And this is what I'm talking about, learning from the senior guys. I mean, Ben Uzo would have made that an easy pass instead of trying to force it to the layup. Because literally it was just the 2 guys versus 1 guy on the break.
Yeah. Tochitolo running through the elevator pick. He pivots, looks for Chris Gabriel in the low block. He turns, shoots, misfires. Rebound controlled by Howard Alexander. Jean-Louis to bring it up. He finds back to Howard Alexander. He settles for the floater at the free throw line. Ill-advised shot. And the Cape Town Tigers are off to the races again. Tochitolo, casual pass and loses it. Warriors with opportunity. And they make good on the layup by Jean-Louis.
Look, you know, the Warriors are trying to also show a little bit of life so that this doesn't become a super blowout. But,
it is a super blowout.
Well, super duper blowout.
Okay. There's levels to this blowout.
We got hit on the
Chris
face.
Gable gets a hit. Warriors control the ball, but give it back to Harrington. Give it back. Shot no good. Chris Gable is all right. He pulls it back up. Foul still not called. Warriors look to dribble the other way.
They called it a block.
6'10", Chris Gable got blocked right there.
And
he's got hands on it. Pivot, kicks out, open man in the court. Ben Mayberg got a timely hand onto that. Would have been an open shot in the corner right there.
And they're making their 3s, so I guess that was a pretty good save.
That was a good play. That's a coach at 1 more minute type of play.
That's right.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about in terms of the rotation, I was hoping to have better rotations now. I mean, not everybody has played.
Lebo Mufokeng is yet to check into the game.
Yeah. And so Muzi, he was supposed to also play. What is it? He's get up. So
I had a little chat with Musa. He's got a problem with the kid, so I don't think he'll be playing today.
Okay.
Some irregularity with the numbers not matching shorts and jerseys. So we'll see a lot of action from him from tomorrow.
Right, and they just launched the jerseys, so I don't know why that could have been something that was overlooked.
Yeah, I know it happens. They're human after all.
It happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I think it was a good day for basketball. I mean, basketball is looking real good right now, and it's a nice, beautiful arena.
Yeah.
And just so that everybody knows, if you want to see and watch premier basketball action in South Africa, you need to go and check out the Basketball Sheriff, subscribe, and check out our show, The Brick. Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, an amazing show that will give you the inside scoop of what's going on in South Africa.
Talking about the break, when am I getting an invite? Now that we're here.
You need to be on that show, man. You know, we're trying to get anybody and everybody who's bringing their brick, making sure that, you know, they bring in the best in basketball as part of growing the game, man. We say, bring your brick by brick, we build the game.
That's right.
Man, this is bars. I gotta get off this thing and go to my boys back in the day, squatter camp. Let's get them going again.
Enough with the bricks and the bars. Tochitolo controlling the ball. and it's going to be an elevator pick for Ben Mayberg, who's going to come at the top, but I think the Warriors are in a zone defense, so they get a mid-range from Miguel Ferrao. Shot no good. Warriors control the ball. John Cedric is going to bring it up.
What I love about the Tigers game is that they can play inside and outside. They got big guys that know how to finish inside, which is something I did not see from the Tigers. I mean, from the
Warriors.
From the Warriors and the Magic in the last game.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how they play against February Average.
The only inside presence they had was Stefan Medellin, and I mean, he only contributed 4 points on 5 shot attempts. So You know, maybe he should have got a little bit more touches because he looked a little decent earlier on. You know, something that the Warriors will have to look towards getting done in games to come.
Yeah, so from how I see this, from my judgment, the real two games that you really should be looking forward to is the Tigers against the CF, is it CFB?
Ferroviário de Beira.
That's right, CFB. Club, CFB.
CFB.
Ooh! That's what you like from a big guy who can finish inside.
Oh, goes a little up and under by the 6'11" Chris Gabriel. Warriors in a 1-2-2 zone defense with Thabo leading the zone at the top. Warriors out of ideas, they find a shooter in the open corner who finds Jean-Louis under the hoop. He gets away with the chicken wing over Chris Gabriel. That was a pretty move, Kevin. Talking about the inside-outside gang. Jean-Louis showing us a little bit of versatility right there.
And we need a lot more of that, right?
100%.
They need a little bit more of that. Whoa.
A little scrappy position by Cape Town Tigers. Coach Relton Boyson's gonna call a timeout. Warriors inbound. It's going to be Jean-Louis to bring it up. Oh no, that's bad execution. Toki in the open floor where he loves it, going left hand. He's been running fast breaks since he was 7 years old.
He is as Speedy Gonzalez, this man. You'll never catch him. Once he's out there with the ball, he's done, he's gone.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gets a hand in the lane, Toki Tolo, but bounces off Chris Gable's foot. The big man had a long way to go down to try catch that one.
It looks like we're about to hit the 100-point mark. 99-37 is the score. And we got 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go. So it's gonna be a lot more than 100 this game.
Good ball movement by Warriors, but somebody had to put it back up, and you know, it's a shot clock violation. It's going to be Cape Town Tigers ball, and they've got an opportunity to hit the triple figures for the first time this week. Warriors in a 2-3 zone defense. Ben Mayberg hesitates, gets tripped, unsportsmanlike conduct called, and you know, he looks a little shaken right there. All four of his teammates run to go give him a hand, and you love to see that.
This is when you know that, you know, a team is together.
Yeah.
The team is ready to fight and die for each other. That's something that's good, I'd like to see. And the defense, on the other hand, I mean, for them to force the 24 seconds clock to expire before a shot even goes up, that's when you know that the guys are out there fighting.
That's right. Mayberg at the free throw line. I think he's going to shoot a one-shot technical, but he can't shoot it because he has to check out of the game.
Because he's bleeding?
Because he's bleeding a little bit.
He's bleeding a little bit, so whoever that's going to replace
Ben
him is
Uzo comes in to shoot the free throws.
Right. You hear the coach saying, hey, get cleaned up and go back in. I mean, it's not like it's the end of your game, man. You know, you still got about 4 minutes 30 to go.
This is your time. This is not Ben
You gotta
Uzo's
go in
time.
there. That's right. And, you know, he was obviously not warm. So he walks in and then he misses one. He's probably going to split the two. And he does.
And Ben Uzo gets his team to 100 points. And it's 100 to 37 in favor of Cape Town Tigers.
63-point blowout. So Ben Uzo is going to be asked back out. Oh, I did not know that rule. You got to play first before you can start back. You know, the person that was bleeding or who had to come out because of some technicality back in. I did not know that. So he's probably going to get in on the next play. That was almost a turnover by Tlogi. He was just...
Ooh,
that was
pretty play
a
by
big
Chris
man's
Gabriel.
move. Beautiful shot. That's how you finish inside.
He's got that floater for days.
It's not an easy shot.
It is not.
Not an easy shot, but that's exactly what you need from a big man inside.
Takes a lot of hours to work on that one. Warriors throw it away, but get it right back. Find Jean-Louis, who finds Howard under the hoop. Backs down, tries to put it back on Chris Gabriel, and who other than Tlogi in the open floor finds Thabo Sithole.
Wisely.
Who's gonna kick it up. Sithole for three.
That was a wise move.
Sithole has been shooting threes since he was in diapers.
That's right. That was a wise move for him to stop, and then you get a better shot.
Yeah.
This is talent plus experience talking.
Plus basketball IQ.
Plus basketball IQ. Whoa.
Double penetration from the Warriors. Point guard John Cedric, and he throws it out of bounds. One Ben checks out of the game, and one Ben checks back into the game. Interesting to see, Kebby, that the Cape Town Tigers are still running their man plays, despite the fact that the Warriors are playing zone defense. And you know, it's going to be interesting to see when they go against Ferroviaro. If Ferroviaro throws a zone at them, what are they going to do to try break that play? Because the sets are not the same.
Yeah. Look, I think ultimately you only, you know the saying, game recognized game.
Yeah.
Right here, I think there's only one team that can say they got game. We can only wait for the two best teams in this tournament to go against each other to really see which one is a premier basketball team here.
Yeah. And I mean, they'll be comfortable. Ooh, Ben Mayberg tussles the net, hits his first 3-point of the week. They'll find relief after their wins tomorrow, should they get those wins, at the fact that both teams will be going through to the next of BAL qualifiers. You know,
the top two teams go
yes.
through to. Then the next one is how many teams? About 16 teams.
It's about 3 teams that will go through to join the top 12. So
wait.
after
So
this,
let's break it down so that people understand. Okay, people can already see what's going on here. Let's just educate people a little bit instead of telling them the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the actual tournament, what is going on. Talk about it from when they played against you to where it is now, what's happening next, and literally what goes on after the next second qualifier.
So the first phase in the big scheme of Road to BAL is to become your national champion, which Cape Town Tigers did, Warriors did, Matero Magic did, Ferroviaro de Beira did.
That's right.
Right? And now the next phase is broken down into your regions. So we have Group F, which is SADC, Southern Africa.
Right.
And from there, they will play this tournament that we're seeing right now. The top 2 teams will advance to go play the top 2 teams of Group F, Group E, and Group D. There will be a tournament of 6 teams.
There'll be a tournament of 6 teams.
Of 6 teams. Now, that tournament will be running concurrently with the top 2 teams from Group A, B, and C.
All right. And
6 teams.
People who do not know those groups must just go to some website, which we'll give in the next commentary, so that they can go and see who gets to play in all of those groups.
100%. So now we're at that top 6, that top 6 tournament. Out of those 6 teams, 3 teams will advance. The 3 teams that advance there will form part of the 12 teams that play in the Basketball Africa League.
Got you.
You got me.
So right now, this is the first round of qualifiers. There will be the second round of qualifiers, and in those qualifiers, the top 3 teams are the ones that advances to go play in the B.A.L Continental Tournament.
That's right. So in the B.A.L Continental Tournament, there are 6 teams that are automatically there.
Right.
From the countries, from the host country, which is Rwanda, and 5 other teams that have been historically strong teams in Afro-basket.
We're talking about teams from the
Angola,
Tunisia,
Egypt, Tunisia, Senegal, I think it is.
Maybe Nigeria.
I don't think Nigeria is going to be there this year. I will look back and get back to you on that one, Cabby. And so these 6 teams are already cast in stone. So, and the other Ferroviario de Maputo will be there. So now that's the 6 teams that are automatically getting qualification in the Basketball Africa League. And then there will be 3 teams, which will be the group DEF, and the 3 teams from group ABC that will join those 6 teams to form 12 teams in the Basketball Africa League second edition that will be played in March of 2023.
I get you. So then that means the top 2 teams from this ones are now going to the next round.
Yeah.
And then in there, what do you think are the chances of the 2 top teams that are going to come out of this tournament? What are the chances that they'll make it all the way to B.A.L?
The chances are there because these 2 teams have invested in players from abroad. They've taken some of the best players in the country to form this team. So their chances are strong. You know, they're going there not to participate, but to compete.
And let me tell you, in my discussions, as we see a 3-pointer there, in my discussion with the ownership of the Tigers, they're not looking to participate. They're looking to win it all.
Yeah.
The whole B.A.L Continental Tournament. Now that, for me, is something to really watch closely. And I think from what I'm seeing right now, as the score goes to 114-43, it looks like we might just be looking out for a really, really good tournament.
And you know, Cabby, it's going to get to the point where the amateurs have fizzled out. There aren't as many blowouts.
Right.
It is now professional basketball player versus professional basketball player. And we're going to see a flurry of coaching. Coach Relton Boyson will find himself tested in terms of X's and O's for the first time as a Cape Town Tigers coach. Because, I mean, the only other time he got that test was against Josie Nuggets, and I mean, he raised his hand and said he stood up to that test, you know. But now it's going to come on a nightly basis, where you're playing against teams like Patriots, where you're playing against teams like Zamalek, and you know, we can only wait and see how he will fare when he's tested in terms of X's and O's, and his players are being tested as well.
And a point I made earlier was that a lot of how they get in the baskets, you know, it's most of the baskets were from steals and fast breaks. The moment you just aren't getting steals because you have a better point guard who can protect the ball, you now have to play the actual game of picking the zone or making a play that can get you a basket without a fast break. So that will be very interesting to see. Oh, I see.
Another three there by Warriors, and you know, that's just to make the score look a little bit more, tiny wee bit respectable. But that will be all she wrote, 116-46 in favor of Cape Town Tigers, and that is it for day 1 of Group F in Basketball Africa League qualifiers. The road to B.A.L, as it is called.
What a lovely, lovely game, and it's been a privilege to call this game with you. It's been amazing. I think it's much better when it's 2 of us instead of 1 man. It's all about a team, my man, and I hope that you'll be here to call more games with me. Till the next game, ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing out. I'm Kemi Mahongwa. Check us out on the Basketball Sheriff YouTube page. Subscribe, and we'll see you then.